Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steve and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, Ontario themed city. And make sure to hit the like button too. The like button helps the channel a lot. And starting on Monday, happy Friday folks. Starting on Monday, we will be doing our new series. How exciting. I'm very excited about that. It's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be like maybe a shorter series than this one, probably. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be a bit more concise with the builds. This one is we're kind of building on the entire map, but I think in the next one we're going to be working in more specific areas. Maybe not such a large city as this one is, maybe a smaller city with multiple towns. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I know I'm pretty excited for it. You know what? For today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be consolidating our power into a nuclear power plant facility. There are 3 nuclear power plants in Ontario, at least in southern Ontario. There's one on the Bruce Peninsula, so that's like off the shores of Lake Huron, I think. I don't know, up near Owen Sound. And then there's one in Pickering and there's one in Oshawa, which is in the GTA. So nuclear power is a pretty common thing in Ontario, and I feel like we should kind of stick to that theme and make a power plant, a nuclear power plant in the city. Right now all our power is kind of running off of like a hodgepodge system of, oh, look at that view, that's awesome, of solar and geothermal. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove the old power system, put in the new power system, and then we can kind of reshape some things where our power is currently running out of. And then on top of that, today we're just going to add a bit to our water treatment facilities, and then we'll leave it for now, and then we'll start the next series on Monday. How exciting. All right, so this is what we built last episode. We extended out Pearson a little bit. Could definitely do for getting a couple more like blocks maybe, but definitely needed. It looks like the main street is actually filled out now, which is nice. Oh wow, lots of people waiting for the bus. That's good to see. Probably need to increase those lines. Yeah, holy moly, look at that. So let's bump that up pretty substantially. The Pearson bus line, nice, glad to see. Yes, and then we built this orchard as well, which is a quick fun little build. And then if you missed Monday's episode, we built all the way out over here at Belmont Pit, which hasn't leveled up. Don't really suspect that it will. Wasn't really planning on it being like a level 5, but you never know, over time it might. But it's just a fun little build to add something out this way. So where are we going to be building our nuclear power plant? Well, out over here. Yeah, on this kind of like this like bump out of the shoreline. Right now all of our power is pretty much running out of here, which doesn't really make sense anymore. At the time when we started building this, it did make sense. Now it's kind of been enveloped by this community. The steel mill has really kind of established its place, and now it doesn't really work out anymore, right? So I think what we'll do is we'll at least remove the solar power plants. We might keep a couple of the geothermal ones just for the theme. And yeah, then all the power is going to be running out of here. So I was thinking about different locations. At first I was thinking about right here, but then I realized that's right in the flight path. And I don't, I've seen that Chernobyl episode or show on HBO. I don't think it's good to fly over top of a nuclear power plant. But I mean, in the show it was having a nuclear meltdown, but I don't know about it in real life. If it's okay to fly over them anyways. So we'll just not. How about that? And I think we'll look at putting it out over here, which does make sense. Like it's a bit farther away from the city. So yeah, I'm kind of eyeing this spot right here, this little bump out right here. And yeah, so we'll build a power plant here. I was looking at some images on Google Maps, and we'll just kind of roll off of that. So first things first, I think we definitely need to level out the terrain. So we need to find a level where the water is not going to go into the facility. So I just chose a level that we had available to us. It was pretty straightforward. And we're just going to take it out to about here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look where we're going to place the plant down. I think we're actually going to do 2 just for the look of it. And then we're going to have an intake. So I'm going to select like a grade over here, and we're going to build a bit of like a canal almost. And we'll put like a seawall in, put a couple buildings in as well. We're definitely going to need a slope down here. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the entrance to the facility right around here. Where did I do that? Yeah. So we'll have to get this grade working a bit. Oh, whoops. I'm never good with this tool. So we'll definitely work on how to get a truck down to here. We might need to look at maybe putting that over here as well. Got this nice sandbank over here. Yeah, I think we'll just kind of run a basic exit off the highway here, and then we'll have security down over this way. So let's look at the power plants themselves. Where is power? Here it is. So here's the nuclear power plant. It is rather expensive, but I think once we remove a bunch of the geothermal power plants we have and the solar power plants, I think it might just end up being just a touch more expensive than we're hoping. So let's take a look at this thing. So it is rather large, but we have a ton of space to work with. So should we have it? Let's try to take a quick peek at the asset here. So there is a building or an entrance point on the back there. It looks like there's some doors on the side. All right, so good to know. We're gonna need some roads, so we're gonna go to our industrial roads tab, which is something that's new to me. And we are going to just, yeah, let's place it right about here. And let's see how that works. You know, it's just kind of a bit of a guessing game at first. Yeah, that works for now. A bit farther into the hill than I was expecting, but you know, we can just level that out later. And then I wanted a second one, so I think we'll just leave that street there for now. And I'm just leaving the game on sim for the moment because I'm just trying to re-up our residential space as well. And you notice that our power is back in the green. That's because it was really getting close to the red, so I just added another geothermal power plant over at the other area. Okay, so, whoops, wrong one. I think maybe we'll kind of get something a bit, I don't really want them side by side. I think if we kind of shift them over a little bit, something like this, and then we throw this together like that, maybe that could work. No, there's no way because those exhausts would be way too close to the road. That's probably not okay. I mean, the exhaust should really be at the end if I'm thinking about it. So you know what we'll do is we'll just move it off to this road right now, and then we'll get a road right alongside of it. Oh, no, go to home. There we go. That shouldn't have been elevated, so we'll have to make sure that we put that down to ground level. There we go, and then we're just gonna rotate it over to the other side. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I'm just gonna use move it here to adjust the heights of everything, and we're just gonna slide that back into here, and we don't need this road. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll have like a bit of a gate here anyways, so there's no worries. Oh, and then these need to be at the same height as this. Oh, did I not do it? Select, select, select. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this definitely needs to be a bit more of a secure area, but we do need to bring water in to this facility. So what I'm thinking is we're going to delete this little section here, and then we're going to select, you know, I've never really used the canals the canals might actually work in this situation. So a shallow canal, how big is that? That's rather large. I was hoping for something a bit smaller. But it doesn't really look like there is an option here. Let's see if we can do this. Space already occupied. Well, you know, we can just do that. Hey, I got an achievement. Okay, so, you know, that works. It kind of looks like what we're going for. And pretty much what the water is what I'm guessing is, I'm not a nuclear scientist. I have a friend who is into nuclear physics. But I guess they take the water from the lake for cooling. Not sure where the water goes. I'm pretty sure they clean it and pump it back into the lake. But is it actually clean? I don't know. There we go. Now we have a little bridge across. That's nice. Okay. And you know what we could have, should have done? Could have, should have, and would have done is just shifted this. Whoops. Didn't realize that I had everything still selected. Yeah, we're going to see some major floods. Whoops. There we go. And we're just going to shift this over. See how that works. And wow, yeah, that's really flooding. Well, you know, they said they needed water, so we sure as heck gave it to them. Okay, so while this is kind of fixing itself, let us work on getting an entrance. So I think pretty much all we really need for this facility would be to just get one of these, and we'll go into ground level, and we'll connect up right here like that, and then we'll go to our industrial road, and we'll just set this on slope or curve, sorry, and there we go. And then I want to pull up our topography. Can I not do it while this is on? There we go. And then we're just going to slide right down this hill. We're definitely going to need to regrade this. And we're building on water now, so I'll need to wait. So I guess we can regrade this now. Alrighty, so let's slope it from here down to here. 4%. That is rather steep, but I think we'll have to just live with it. I think we'll just try to do some minor adjustments to the road here. Make it a bit more curved, a bit smoother. Yeah, let's just make that a bit straighter. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just adjust this curve. Yeah, you know, that's pretty clean. Then we get down to this section. And look at that, the water has dissipated from over here at least. Okay, so I want a security checkpoint. Probably gonna get 2 actually. So we'll have like a security checkpoint into the facility, and then we'll have a security checkpoint into the actual nuclear plant. So I think what we'll do is we'll have this right at the end here. Try to get that to line up straight. There we go. And then right over to here, we need another one. And you know what? I think what I'll do first actually is to just line things up straight with this. Let's actually just bring this out a touch. Yeah, so we'll just do that. And then we'll pull this out. Yeah, perfect. And then we'll just make this connection. Let's actually just bring this bridge back right to the edge of the canal. Yeah, I've never really used canals. I don't know why. I guess I've never really had a build that required it. Okay, so 2 security gates, even though they're toll booths. But in this game, we pretend they're security gates. because it's the best way to kind of do it in a vanilla sense. All right, so we have that area, but I think what we're going to do, is we're going to grab. I think we'll just stick with the industrial roads. I mean, actually, you know what? Maybe from this point we'll just use the basic road because this is going to be a bit more like the office area. So we'll have that as a bit of an offshoot. So all the trucks will have to stay on this road, but this is a bit more of the office connection. And the reason why I have that connection there is pretty much for the looks. Looks like the height is off here, so let's just open up this, and we're just going to put that to the same height. No, it is fine. Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna have a bit of a clearance over here, but I definitely want to get a couple roads through this side. And why don't we just bring this over to this point, and that'll be the end of it. Looks like the canal was a bit too close, so I moved it just a touch closer than I should have. So hopefully this will work now. Okay. Yeah, that works. So I do know that they're off-centered, but yeah, maybe we'll just readjust that now then. Just to kind of make it seem like it's a bit more planned. I know I was looking at the pictures of the facilities in Ontario, and they don't really have these stacks. They look a bit different. Can I raise this up a bit? Because it seems to be flooding a bit. Yeah, there we go. I guess I can't really raise that one, eh? So we'll wait for the water to dissipate before we come back here and look at this, but we definitely need some water pipes over here. So let us get water into here. All right. And then we'll get it right into the facility like this. And then we're going to need to bring it up the road. Then we're gonna run it right along the highway. We'll bring it up through here. Probably not the best spot to connect. And we'll just connect it up right there. It's underground, we don't need to see it. Okay, so we got the basics down. Now what are we gonna do with this space? Well, for use of some of the game's other buildings, I find that you can use, say, the road maintenance depot as a sort of government office or local office type building, and they tend to look rather nice because, you know, it says road maintenance on it, but I mean, this could easily be like a communications department tower, right? And look at that billboard placement too. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get a row of trees here actually. So we're just gonna go into our pines. Why pines, you may ask? Well, because I like pine trees. And we'll just get another one. Put it there, and we'll go into single, and I'll just place this one down right here. Yeah, there we go. Kind of splits things up a little bit more. All right, and I think we need one more road. That's a pathway, Steven. And we'll just bring this road to about here. There we go. Look at this. And you know what? These trucks also make for a lot more. These like pickup trucks. They add some life to this area too. So what other buildings can you kind of add to a facility to make it seem a bit more realistic? Well, you know what? Recycling center kind of looks nice. It looks like maybe like a truck depot as well. So I think I'll place this one down over here. I'm just gonna use move it to adjust it so it's right at the end of the road. And you know, maybe this facility is a bit green, you know, even though it's a nuclear power plant. I don't know if nuclear energy counts as green energy, but It's definitely cleaner than coal and stuff, right? So we'll have another garbage facility over here. It also looks a bit more like a depot building, and it's going to add some life to this area as well. We don't need to think of them as garbage buildings, right? Okay, so this area would definitely have a police presence. I mean, it has security gates, so we should definitely add a police station. So we'll have this police station right nearby, and we'll have a fire department, oops, as well. It's not the best spot for a fire station, but that's okay, we'll leave it there. We'll add a bit of a healthcare building just to have around. And what other buildings can we add? I was thinking about maybe getting some of the helicopters out this way, but I don't know. I don't think any education buildings really fit. I mean, this is whoa, that's massive. We're going to get to the water buildings in a second. But one thing I do want to add is a windmill. So funny enough, I noticed that sometimes facilities have like one windmill near them. Not necessarily the ones I was looking at today, but you often see some of these larger industrial plants have like one windmill, and I find that funny, and I think I want to place it in. So where should I do this? How about right here? Yeah, that's cute. Funny. All right, if my voice sounds funny, that's because I got my booster shot and I forgot I needed to record today, so fighting it off a little bit. Okay, so what else? The post facility could look nice. The taxi depot is another kind of truck depot that can add some life to this area. But I think what we'll do is we'll kind of end off this office area by making a district for the facility. Hillside Hills. Wow, that's a very original name. No, we'll call it the Brockton, sorry. Nuclear Powerplant. Okay, so now we're on to some themes. We're just gonna enable theme management. I think that's good, yep. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into policy, industrial space planning. I didn't realize that was already on. I wonder if I accidentally put that on for the entire city. Interesting enough. Let's see. What does industrial space planning do? Doubles the amount of goods produced. Oh, cool. Okay, that works. Just a bit more expensive. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do that, but what I was looking for is there's a couple things that we should put on for just kind of the theme of this, and this one is one of them. Filter industrial waste. Well, we should probably filter the industrial waste coming out of a nuclear power plant. Probably, right? It does cost a little bit more, but I thought there was another couple other ones that that'll really encourage the amount of industry that we can add in. Reduces workplaces by 30. That's 30%. That's really important for this area because we're rather remote. And now we want security guards here, so we won't worry about that. Okay, yeah, I think that was it then, I guess. There's not like a tax relief for industry. We'll do tax relief for offices because I think I might want to try to put a couple offices in. Yeah, I think we'll just kind of leave it there. And then we'll go into themes here. And this is the one I was kind of debating about. We don't really need any commercial buildings, so no worries there. Oh, it's over here. Which one of the industry we should add in? Should it be the oil industry or the ore industry? I'm thinking the ore industry buildings might look nice. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of plop them down in a bit of a random order here. There we go. And then I want an office building right here. I just want to get a couple different size buildings, right? So let's do something like that. And then we'll just take our forest. Oh, still too big. And I love just a spattering of trees right through here. Okay. I think we'll add a few more right along here. And that's too close to the windmill. That wouldn't be good, would it? And then these are mainly for decoration. Probably don't want any that close either. Alrighty. So, I guess now what we can do is we can, as we wait for these to pop in, we're getting one right now. That's great to see. We can look at adding in that seawall. Or key, I guess. The seawall is a bit too big for what we're looking for, but the key is rather nice. So we can use these keys, but I think I want to use the original key because it seems a bit more of like an industrial style key. So we just bring this right up into here. And if we lower it a touch, that looks pretty good. And then I'll set that to this height, and this to that height. Looks a bit better. Just bring this back. That's pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll bring this right along, and we'll do a bit of a freeform. Right to about here. Yeah, that works. Rather nice. And then I'm just gonna hold Alt. Oh, maybe not. And we're just gonna lower this ever so slightly. And then we're gonna hold Alt here. We're just gonna try to realign the nodes a bit to make it a bit cleaner. Okay, and then right here we'll do the same thing as we did for the other side. Just gonna bring this in. We're actually gonna need to curve this rather far out so we get a nice clean alignment here. So we're moving the segment. And then I'm gonna set it to the same height as that node. Oh, whoops, I didn't grab the node. There we go, grab the node. Oh, okay, come on. Yes, now I have the node. Holy cow, Control H. There we go. So I'm just gonna grab it again. Oh, whoops. Just gonna grab it again, and that is the wrong thing. This is the node we want. There we go, Steven. Just gonna move it out. Perfect. And now we can finally readjust this node. There we go. Okay, so one more time going through it for a nice clean seawall. There we go. So the reason why I'm putting trees through here is I think it'll look nice and it'll kind of hide the facility a touch from the outside world. Yeah, I'm not a fan of all of these buildings. Maybe the farming buildings would probably be the way to go. Yeah, okay. So, you know, trial and error, right? I know that a lot of the oil industry buildings look the exact same. So I think what we'll do is we'll just take off that and we'll go into farming and we'll see if we can get some like warehouse type looking things. Okay, that's not the cleanest thing in the world. Could also just pave it over. And then over here, we definitely need to pave this in. And you know what? I forgot parking. Probably should have done that too. Okay, so I guess we can get parking for the workers. It looks like they have some parking, but always good to get some more. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to pull up this And what we'll do is we'll get the parking beside the office here. Okay, I'm just gonna plop that in, and we'll scooch this over. There we go. If we ever get an office out over here, but I think we will. And I think I'll just place this down right there like that, right over top of that other one. Okay, so I got the seawalls in. Pretty sure we probably should have brought this key or this canal all the way over to here. But, we could also bring a second one across as well. Maybe what we'll do is try to do that with a couple keys. What if I bring it down to here? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work because the keys have a certain side that the water needs to be on. So that could cause some issues. Okay, come on. Let's remove this. Come on, there we go. And if we just use some of the smoothing tool here, I'll be able to shave this back to the edge. Maybe if we just use this tool instead. There we go, and then we'll try to smooth it out a bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, look at this. We're getting an office. That is a perfect office building. Very boring, very blocky, very straightforward, and these are also good buildings too. Some warehouses, fantastic. We could have also gone the route of using actual warehouses from here. Oh, not here, from here. But, you know, I like the lively nature of some of the other ones. Okay, so we need parking, don't we? That's what we said. So I'm thinking this is past the security gate. We have two options here. I could put a parking garage off of here on this other side of this canal, and then workers would have to walk across. Or we can put the parking garage right on the other side. So why don't we try the other side first? So this is rather close. Oh wow, look at that. Rather close to the nuclear power plant, but I wonder how it's going to look. So we've kind of built it into the ground. That's pretty cool. If we just lower it a touch more. Yeah, that's kind of nice actually. I wonder if we just kind of try to reshape it a bit. Bring it like that. How does that look? Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so we'll just get our pavement. Just a touch more. Come on, there we go, 15. And we'll just pave in over here. And then over here as well. Right along here. Then we'll work on the back end of things as well. So I'm guessing they would have pipes running into the facility here regardless. Okay, so now we need to look at some of these things. So the tank reservoir is a cool item to add, but I think it would need to be on this side, if I'm not mistaken. It would be a cool little addition. So I guess now that we have this road over here, I'm guessing we'll probably just end this road actually. Oops, there we go. Right at the end of the parking garage. Oh darn, there's an entrance over here. We need to respect the asset, so we're just going to draw that in. Respect the asset, and I just did that. So we'll just do this. There we go. Just gonna scooch this down a bit. Perfect. We can work on some detailing just after, and then we're just gonna bring this straight across for just a bit more. And then we're gonna go into these tools here. So the tank reservoir, I was looking at some of these pictures online, and there were larger things like this all across these facilities. And I figured, why not? I guess they hold some of the nuclear waste or something. Yeah, we definitely should have left that key that we placed earlier in. There we go, just using the picker mod. Perfect. Okay, and then we're just going to move this back to a very straight position. Let's just scooch this over a touch. We're definitely going to need to use the surface painter. Awesome. Okay, so I think that's probably the end of it, but I wouldn't mind like a security office type deal. I don't think we're going to have access over here. So how are we going to replicate security? I think maybe like a park building could be interesting. This looks like a washroom. Because it is a washroom. That's what it was designed for, right? Those ones look too nice. It's not really a building in there. That could work. Didn't really think of it. Post office could be an interesting little look of a security building. Plus, we're gonna get some trucks going through here too. In that case, and I kind of like how it is shaped too. Okay, so I guess we'll get one more parking lot over here, just to kind of add some final symmetry to the area. And okay, and then we're just about to do the detailing now. So, oh, one more thing. Sorry, I forgot about that. We need outflow tanks. So this is where the outflow is going to go. We're going to get 2, and then we're going to hook them up. So we're just going to go into this view. Going to connect them to here. Don't really care how it looks underneath from this point. And I wish I could put them on empty or something like that. But this guy needs to be at that height. Whoops, wasn't using move it. There we go. This height. Yeah, so then there's the outflow. Uh-oh. Okay, hopefully it balances out. Okay, so we do have our security booth down over here, our security station, I guess. And I'm sure that there's some security out over here too. You know, I kind of like the idea of using one of these park assets as a bit of a building right here. Kind of add to it. I know it has flowers. It's a bit silly, but we kind of have this space available. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like a security thing. Watching the bridge across into the island here. And we also have room for a building over here. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to get one of those warehouses in right here. So if we go into here, we actually click this. We go into farming, delete that word. And then what size did I do? I did 3x3, right? There we go. So I'm just going to do this, make it historical. Okay, and then what we'll do is, you know, we can always do that, but sometimes it's just, I want it to grow naturally. I don't want to have to keep picking each building that we want to place in. I'm not that kind of City Skylines player. Total respect to players who play like that, but for me, I kind of like the randomization of the cities. Okay, and we do have a road over there, but we're just going to ignore that. Okay, so we got a meat shop. Let's see if this one works a bit better. Okay, so we are coming up to 40 minutes, so I do need to get going on the detailing, so we need some fences. If we go into the fences, I think the amusement park fence has a bit of like barbed wire almost. Oh no, there's a door over here. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm just going to turn off guidelines, and we're going to get this fence from about here. That looks pretty straight, doesn't it? Okay, and then we're just going to get a fence from about here. Sorry, this is actually going to be the better tell. That is a straight connection. Okay. And we're just going to bring that right along. Perfect. Yeah, I think the amusement park fence has... Oh, you know, it kind of looks like it kind of doesn't. But, I mean, that's fine. We can use this fence. And we're going to bring this fence right across. Like that. Fantastic. Okay. And then let's continue with the fence. We're just going to get this right along here. Like so. Just going to ignore the fact that there's an entrance on that side, and we're just going to get that fence to connect up right there. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to need a fence running from this side. Sorry about that. Why can't I place it down? Height too high. What the heck is happening? There we go. Just want a straight fence from here to here. And I guess we'll get this fence to here to run right across like that. And then connect. Okay. Delete that. And then we're going to grab that fence again. There we go. And I guess this is not really needed, but we can run a second fence right from here to here, and then across. Yeah, we don't really need one over there, do we? No, I think we're probably fine. And look at that. A lot of these buildings came in rather nice. Okay, so actually need a couple more fences. Forgot about this. So we're gonna go from here. We're gonna go into a free form. And we're just gonna follow the road. What the heck? Just on this side. Fantastic. We could probably get a dedicated left-hand turn lane here, actually. So we could just go into highways. I'm really watching the time here, don't worry. I'm not going to break my my streak here of under 50-minute episodes. Yeah, okay, that works. But I don't think we really need it on the other side. Okay, then they come down into here. They see the cool windmill that's for some reason here. And then you drive into the facility. We have the offices aspect of it, the security. Oh, I forgot a bit of detailing over here. What was I gonna do here again? Oh shoot. No, not in here. Holy cow. I'm still feeling like I'm new to the game again after leaving it for just a short period of time. We need a food truck. What? Where do I go for that again? There we go. I wanted a food truck here and a couple picnic tables around. And, you know, like a nice planter. Or two, you know, 3. Just to kind of add to that little area here. And then we didn't finish the fence along the back side, did we? Oh, darn, collision is off. It's okay. It actually looks a bit nicer. There we go. Sorry about all that movement there. Okay, and then we need a fence. Just go right along to here. Okay, you know, I should probably add a bit more security to the area, but I guess if we wanted to keep it a bit more realistic. Okay, come on. And I guess we won't get to our water treatment plant today, or removing it things really either. All right, so let us just finish off by adding in these trees. Okay, and add a couple trees over here to kind of help with the vibe a little bit. And then I was gonna add a path. Holy cow, so many things that I just forgot about. So actually it needs to be a paved path. And we're just gonna go right along to here, down, I guess for access if they need to get to the, oh darn, forgot about that. They need to get to the waste chutes, I don't know what they're called. Downspouts? No, that's not the word. Okay, so there we go. We got security. Bada bing, bada boom. I guess we'll do the water treatment plant later, but let us delete what we're looking for so we can see kind of what we're going to be dealing with for open space. So we're going to delete these. So I think each of them are 1,500, so that's 3,000. That's 6,000. That's 9,000. Removed. I think we're going to keep these ones. We don't need this one, so that's almost another. Yeah, so you know it's about 10,000 we removed, but we added an extra 10,000 because there's 2 nuclear power plants. So we don't really need these, but I do like the kind of the look of them, so that's why I want to keep them around. It's kind of also like a remnant of the old facilities, I guess. And maybe we're selling power to other parts of the province, right? So we have all this open space now to either make a bit of a suburb or to add some more industry to in the future. But I suppose another thing that I didn't have really time for in today's episode, perhaps we can add it off in another episode, is running a power line off. You know what? I think we can do that in time. Since we are kind of saying that perhaps it was... Oh, you know what? We should have had like a generator. Maybe we'll say that this was the generator. Or the transformer, I think is what it's called. So, oh darn. There we go. So we'll just kind of run this out of bounds here. And we'll say that this is power to the outside world. Oh look, you kind of can connect it. It kind of connected. Perfect. Okay, so there we go. So we have power to the outside world. And then we could run that all the way along as well into the city, but we won't for right now because we're out of time. Yeah, here is our nuclear power plant, folks. Pretty cool little build. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I will talk to you on Monday in our new city. Peace out.